Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm here to bring you a reading from 4 oracle decks I've got here. Okay, the first one we're going to use is the Sacred Spirit reading cards. Okay, that's interesting because my camera is like upside down. So the timer is at the top, but it's upside down. That's really weird because my phone's not upside down. So I've got the record button at the bottom where it should be. And then at the top we have the timer, but it's in reverse. 101000. Okay. Interesting. You have the celestial gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Interesting. As I just had a look at that, that's very bizarre. Okay. Very bizarre. Card number 7. I want to take a screenshot of it. Maybe I can use it as the photo, the thumbnail. Let's take a screenshot and maybe you can then see what I'm seeing. Okay. Clear your focus. Timing is critical. The eagle is considered a sacred animal in many cultures, unafraid of confrontation. The resilience and unshakable confidence and courage that eagles demonstrate ensure their presence is felt. Their commanding and majestic presence, soaring high above the land below, demands your respect when you reside or walk within it. Flying in between the realms of earth and spirit, these majestic animals are celestial gatekeepers, transporting spiritual communication between the heavenly gateways. Eagles have always been closely associated with God or a spiritual higher power. The Aztecs, Sumerians, Romans, Egyptians, and Native Americans all viewed the eagle as a sacred bird that empowered the people below them. Many ancient and modern cultures adopt the eagle as their spiritual icon. The freedom and wisdom these majestic birds represent are inspiring. These predatory birds rely upon their vision and ability to read wind currents to survive in their natural habitats. The sacred relationship between the Mongols and the golden eagle signify the power and respect these beautiful eagles represent and are considered more valuable than human relationships as they depend upon them for their own survival in the Siberian wilderness. Right now, you require a clear focus of what is ahead of you. Your timing is critical. While you may have a sense of urgency, it is important not to rush. Think about the issue or circumstances carefully before you act. Ensure you have planned your forward process. All decision making needs to be carefully considered before you jump in prematurely. Make sure you have all the facts in front of you. Eagles are deeply connected to the celestial realm, as are you. Be aware of the eagle's subtle messages, as they are encouraging you to raise and elevate your vibration to build a divine relationship, a celestial pathway with a higher source. Pay attention to dense or lower energies so you can learn how this interaction affects your personal energy. Okay. The affirmation is, I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. Still feel like this has something to do with the timer being in reverse at the top of my screen. Let's have a look at the Heal Yourself cards. Okay. And the card from this oracle deck is the cards feel heavy. Okay. Heal yourself. Can we have some guidance, please? Procrastination. Card number 8. And the last card was card number 7. Timing is critical. Card number 8. Procrastination. You need to change your tune and stop putting things off to tomorrow that you can do today. You are being called to action. There have been important tasks that you have delayed, even if it is something that you don't want to do, like cleaning the house, paying the bills, looking for a job, losing weight, doing your tax, studying, etc. Now is the time to take responsibility and move forward. Let's repeat this then. Even if it is something that you don't want to do, like cleaning the house, paying the bills, looking for a job, losing weight, doing your tax, studying, etc., now is the time to take responsibility and move forward. The point of power is always in the present. This card is showing you that there is an urgency for you to take action. Action. If you are putting off something that is meaningful to you and doubting whether you can do it, the message is to have courage to face your fears and do what you love. What is the worst thing that can happen? You make a mistake. Even if you do, you will learn. Wow. Okay. Now we'll go to the Mother Mary Oracle. I was just going to have the 3 decks of cards, but Rumi wanted to join the crowd. Okay. Let's go to the Mother Mary Oracle. Now these cards feel excited. Our Lady of Passion, card number 9. Seriously, guys? So the Sacred Spirit reading cards, card number 7. Celestial Gatekeeper, timing is critical. The Heal Yourself card is card number 8. Procrastination. The next card from the Mother Mary is card number 9. Our Lady of Passion. It's all in order. Okay, let's read this message from the Mother Mary. I know the secret fire that burns in your heart. Even if you cannot remember it deep within, you will yearn for its excitement, energy, and direction. I bring you a gift of awakening to that passion within, a gift of remembering your purpose, a gift of energy, direction, and endless divine support to manifest your passionate purpose in this lifetime. Dare to dream of your fulfillment, beloved. I bring you the resources you need to succeed, so that all of this planet may benefit from your heart on fire with divine passionate purpose. You might believe yourself to be a very passionate person with a clear purpose in life, or you might worry that you are disconnected from a true sense of passion, unaware of what your particular passion might be. Either way, within your heart there is a seed of true, divine, passionate purpose, and this oracle comes as a message that even if you think you know what your purpose is, there is a deeper awakening about to take place for you. Your purpose is more than a job. It is your way of being, living and giving on this planet. It is the reason you are here on this planet, to fulfill your destiny in service to the great divine plan of love. You have the divine on your side. Is there any greater support and assurance of success needed? Excuse me, just wanted to clear my throat. Your purpose is to become what you are. That is why no one can steal your purpose or live your life for you. Each of us needs to find our own way home to our heart and to liberate our passion to live our particular life path to the fullest, no matter whether our life path seems very spiritual or very ordinary, or more than likely a bit of both at times. Within every human heart there is a divine passion growing and awaking. Okay. Within every human heart there is a divine passion growing and awaiting liberation. The uniqueness of being a divinely awakening human is to have the purity of spiritual light dwelling in your most passionately aroused heart, to desire, to give, to create, to connect, to express, to heal, and to feel alive, to thrive. These desires come from a place within our heart that grows stronger as we mature spiritually. As the light within us grows, we cannot help but search for that which inspires us, that which brings some kind of meaning and connection to our lives. Eventually, as our growth reaches a certain point, we want to help others thrive too, to build a world with hope, consciousness and compassion for all living creatures. Once you have connected with the passion of your heart, to live that passion becomes as natural and essential and unquestionable as breathing. With Mother Mary's assistance now, the time for focus on your passionate purpose has come. This oracle brings guidance that your questions about your life path and direction are being answered. You are being asked to trust in what your heart shows you over time, just like a blossoming red rose, knowing that in time the fullness of the passion will be so alive in you that you cannot possibly miss what you are meant to be doing, how you are meant to be living. The beauty and perfume of that manifestation will lift the spirits of others. I do apologise, my belly's rumbling as well. It's a rumbling and a grumbling. Okay. If you are yet to discover your passion, this oracle heralds a time of awakening and asks you to pay attention to what your heart feels over and above the opinion of any other, including opinions of your own that are based in fear or limiting beliefs such as what should be for your age. You are asked to explore your heart messages and to pray for clear signs about how to proceed with this in a respectful, compassionate, and also free and open manner. The following healing process will help you do this. If you have a sense of what your passion is already, this oracle brings you a message that, through the blessing and grace of the Holy Mother, it is now flowering into physical manifestation more quickly and substantially than ever before. Keep the faith, pray for her assistance, and know that you are on the right track. Even if there are subtle adjustments along the way, perhaps other strings added to your bow, your sense of where you are headed is correct and will unfold naturally, just as the rose blossoms into fragrant fullness when ready. Here's the healing process and affirmation. Your awareness moves inwards towards your heart, where you perceive that you are walking in a blooming rose garden. A beautiful woman in flowing robes of red and gold walks towards you. She holds a golden rose in her outstretched hands, offering it to you. Gently accept the rose and become aware that it turns into golden light, swirling all around you and then entering into your heart. Place your hands in prayer position at your heart. The beautiful woman gently places her hands over yours, and you bow your head slightly as she places her head at your brow. A gentle exchange of golden light flows from her brow into yours. You may like to complete the healing by saying the following affirmation 3 times, either aloud or repeated in your mind. I am gifted with blessings from the Divine Mother. Clear, passionate purpose rises up from the fountain of my heart into my conscious awareness. I move in the right direction always, guided by my heart and the loving grace of Mother Mary, Our Lady of Passion. I have all the energy and assistance I need. Passion shows me my purpose in the perfect time and the perfect way, step by step, each and every day. Through the loving grace of the Divine Mother and my own free will, this is so. And you have your own free will to go back and repeat that 2 more times. Okay. Let's finish this reading with a message from Rumi. Interesting. Now the timer just stopped. I was just staring at the timer and it was just stuck on 16:15 for a long time. I thought the camera had cut itself off. And then when I noticed it and stared at it for longer than 2-3 seconds, it started moving again. It's still in reverse though. Now my throat's really tickling. Okay. I did think I was going to have to stop with the Mother Mary, but let's get this final message out. Okay. Card number 28. That's interesting. What does a 2 and an 8 make? It makes a 10. And we'd add 7, 8, 9, and a 28. Okay. Enter the Garden of Delights. Okay. Let's finish with this message. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simple everything is found? How simply everything is found. Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavour to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or tomb. Rumi. There is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes essential feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips, luscious and sweet, upon a savouring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft dewy grasses, cool in the shade, the crunching leaves, excuse me, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders with weight of its own, like a silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine, warmed by the Sun Father. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven, your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless and in love. the garden of delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison or pain or doubt. Let's just repeat that. Where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. You have been granted entry into sacred space, a mihrab, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a while. Doesn't say that. Okay. Nearly. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference of what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of the growth. It can seem so risky, with such potential for heartache, and yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greatest risk, of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. So Rumi is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. He is standing at the threshold with you now. You are being asked to cross this threshold from the life you have been living into the aliveness that is flickering and glowing at your feet. It is love's wild, hot embers at your sacred feet. They will erupt at any moment into a holy inferno, taking hold of you and igniting you from within, transforming you into living fire. To come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The great brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You have heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Nothing is dying in you but fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels, dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness. And make the garden of delights possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take the appearance of dying away, which is actually part of the cycle of life, again and again and again. You have been through much death, dear one, around you, within you. You have known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and fully as fresh from the other morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is on offer. We drink headedly and sate our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. Do you hold on still to that which is past? I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back, and yet gently I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. This oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You are invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. That was a beautiful reading. Okay, let's leave it there. I will catch up with you guys soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.